Okay, hello everyone. Today we continue on our task, and for the first task you need to create a splash screen activity. Instead of this we use navigation component architecture, and we should create a fragment because our goal is to create single activity application. And we already have the shopping app, of course without any functionality, only the list of the items, and we try to add it onboarding screen. Also, for the first time when you sign into the app, you would like to see some images. And first, of course, I ran this project, and when we running this project we also need to remember what was made it here. And now I think I left my okay, onboarding is not deleted here, sorry. I'm just deleted this folder and we starting from scratch. And we have navigation and we don't have it, those splash fragment and Viewpager. Okay, those two fragments exist already. It was start destination is a home fragment first, and when we running this program is very simple. It's from the lecture before, we already looked to this. And here, as you see, we have simple app with the list of the items without any click interactions, and another fragment, hello empty fragment. And now we need to create our onboarding screen, and for that purpose I would like to create package onboarding. And now I need to find some images for our onboarding screens and for our logo. And as you see, we need to create app logo first, and I use the Google to find some images instead of Photoshop or any other app. I'm just we able to create logo online, for example. And we just enter shop is fun, or shopping fun, maybe stupid, shopping fun. And we need, I don't know, it exists, this retail, travel, hotel, wedding, game, home. I don't know where is this shopping stuff. Fashion, entertainment, maybe entertainment, for example. Okay, we have some logos here, and if we would like, we're able to just copy any of this. For example, that one. And we need to save it. If you need to save it free, I'm just using the snip tools to make our logo here. It's easy and really fun. Okay, we have our logo. We just save it to our new project, for example, new shopping project app, and here we save it our logo for shopping. logo shopping, yes. And now we need to add this logo to our app. And when we adding here, we need to find our folder shopping project logo. Just copy and directly paste to our drawable package. After this, you need to pick drawable the main package, because if you're using the V24, it works only on V24 APIs. Instead of this, I suggest to use for all APIs drawable main folder. And logo shopping PNG. Okay. And now we have our okay, I'm not deleting our logo here, shopping fun. Okay, for our values in strings, we need to change app name, like shopping fun. Okay, we have shopping fun string to create it, and this we're using for our app every parameter which is represents the name of the app. Now we need to create, of course, another stuff here, and we need to create a page adapter, because we're using the Viewpager2 library to make the swiping between the screens. If you have more than one screen, able to swipe left or right to see the new stuff. And this Viewpager you're able to use for any purpose, but we're using to the first time onboarding screens when representing the app, basic functionality, and just to introduce the user or guide or just first time some stuff. And now we need more images. For example, if we have more onboarding screens, at the moment I'm picking only 3 of those, and I need to find more images like shopping, while I'm not sure. Okay, we just picking some shopping. I forget wallet. Sorry, wallet, and we just picking some image for our first screen. And for example, wallet cartoon. We use the cartoon images. It's fun and more easier to add to our screen. It's really nice to see. Okay, we need some image now. Okay, maybe we picking, I'm not sure, this one or this one. No, it's white. Okay, it's white. Any PNGs here, because we need PNG. Okay, save image first screen 1, for example, and we need the shopping project. Screen 1, screen first. Another screen, happy shopping cartoon. Okay, it's more fun. Any PNGs? We need PNG. For example, it's not very, it's delicate one. Shopping. Okay, shopping project, screen 2. And now we need our enjoy life image cartoon. Enjoy life, for example, or like this one. Okay, just screen. But we need maybe without watermarks, PNG. Where is any of images? Or just this one? Doesn't matter. Enjoy life. Okay, screen 3. Okay, we have all the onboarding screens. We have the logo, and we need to copy those to our project. And to draw a package, and after this we have our images for whole today task, for our task. And onboarding, we need to create our first 2 stuff here. First we need a Viewpager class, and this Viewpager is Fragment. And Viewpager adapter, I forget. No, maybe it's not a Fragment, it is basic class, Kotlin class, and we just creating Viewpager adapter. Because every time when you have Android, it's basically all the stuff is using adapters. For a cycle view you need adapter, for any views, custom views, you need to create adapters. And here is the reason why we need Viewpager adapter to adapt our Viewpager component in our project, and how it works, how to edit lists or any other stuff. We need to create Viewpager adapter class first. And Viewpager adapter class, we need the parameters. The first parameter, we need a list, with which one we populating here, and we basically use the basic list, array list from, as you know, the array list of Fragment, because we populating fragments to our slides as a slides or view pages or pages. For our pages we're using the fragments, and for Fragment we need also Fragment manager. I'm just using the autocomplete here, and also we need the life cycle. And life cycle also we need it for our task. And we need to extend our Fragment state adapter, because all adapters basically added to the Android Studio. You need to only to use it. Fragment state adapter. We need the states moving from the first screen to another screen. And for this we need to add parameters. For our parameters we need only 2, because we have 3 constructors. We need to add Fragment manager and lifecycle. Oh, sorry, it was suggestion to add both of this. And when we're adding those, I need maybe to hit enter. Extends this Fragment state adapter, and by default it's recommended to implement some members like get item count and create fragment position. Basically, we use the simple task, and we only need to create our only the list, get item count, return of the list size. We need to return list size. Instead of brackets, we deleting here, and in Kotlin you're able to use the simple expressions like this: list, oh sorry, it's not list. We need to create our first property. I forgot, because you directly not able to reach that list. Wall, our fragment list equals list, and now we're able to use our fragment list. And in that fragment list we need to pick the size, the count of how many items, sorry, fragment here. And after this we need to fix this function. We also able to delete here and write the equal, create a fragment position. We need to call fragment list and our position for the item. And Viewpager is a component in the designer. You will able to find it, and to implement this you have to create only two functions: get item count and create fragment. And after this, now we need to create our maybe it's not view page adapter. Yeah, it's view page adapter. And after we creating view page adapter, we need to create a view page fragment. Yeah, here is a whole functionality for our Viewpager adapter. That's it. We only using the list, custom list from the fragments. And we have fragment manager and lifecycle. It's basically the same was in Java also, but now in Kotlin it's really simple task to complete Viewpager. And after this we need to move to our fragment blank. And when you're creating the fragment blank, you need to create view pager fragment. View pager fragment. Oh, it was already created. View pager fragment. I need to delete those stuff. View pager fragment, third, second, first screen. Okay, I'm just deleting here. And now we just repeating the step. Onboarding screen, we creating our fragment. Basically, if you're using the template, it's really messy. If you're not passing some values, better to create a simple class and use it. I show what you need to delete to have the clean fragment. And now we just creating view pager fragment. Finish. And we have only two: view pager adapter and view pager fragment already created. And here you see a lot of stuff. And that stuff you're able to delete from your class. Basically able to delete everything here. Oh, just forget, we need R class, R shopping to reach resources. And here in this brackets you're able to add it layout, and here is view pager fragment. That's it. For that enough to create a fragment, and it works like a charm instead of whole code which is useless. And I recommend it instead of create on create view, because here it's automatically works on create view when you pass in the layout. You only need to use override method on view created. When the view is created, you're able to reach the view. And now we need to make our fragment list, but without the fragments we're not able to do this task. And in onboarding screen we create a new package, the screens, and here we're adding new fragments. Okay, we're just creating the same using the fragment blank screen. First, finish, we create new fragment. Okay, screen second, and we creating fragment blank final, or just screen third. Doesn't matter really, final or any other name. Okay, we have more screens. Okay, we're deleting that stuff. And of course, in that cycle, you're able to choose different way. You just create a Kotlin class, extend the fragment, and later create layout for this, if you would like to do like this. And how to do, I show it. The easier way to create a blank fragment. Okay, we need to pick our screen to layout, and here also deleting the stuff. We're using our layout screen 3, the last screen. Okay, just leave it like this. And here we have screen first. We're deleting all the stuff here. Our layout screen first. Okay, we have 3 screens, like 3 fragments. And for our first screen, we need to create, of course, first we implementing design UI for our screens, and later we implementing functionality after this. And okay, now we need to add some stuff. Instead of frame layout, I recommend to use constraint layout. I know it's more fun and easier to manipulate with components inside that container. And here we able to create our landing page, or just our, not landing page, or onboarding first screen. And for the first screen we're using the text, and we need to decide where to put this text, like at the top or any. And when you're putting, you're able to use the helpers, like to merge, add those constraints. Instead of clicking here, you're able to using only that helper, horizontally center or vertical center. And we need to add our stuff from here, like 100 from top. And we need to size of text 36. And the first screen was any payment methods, for example. Yes, and instead of hard coding text, we need to create our resource value. And for resource value, we screen first, for example, and resource value pay easy payment methods, for example. Okay. easy payment methods. Yes, and we just adding the image. I'm just here as a sample. You're able to create the nicer one, and for the first screen I use this. Oh, okay, we just using like this. Okay, and we need center in horizontal way, and we just picking like 60. It's okay from the top. Easy payment methods, and down below we add some button for the next, or just next button. And for a button ID we just creating a screen 1 button. And here I remember I have the next also. We just leave the next button. You're able to change the text size if you need it. 30. Oh, it's too much here. We just have it padding, maybe adding more padding here. It's like 10 dp. 20, 50. Oh, yeah, it's too much. Okay, 20. Or just we need to fill its width to the screen. Well, who cares now? We have easy payment methods, and we have the next button. And the next button is screen 1 button. We finish our first screen, but we need to add our constraints also. Horizontal, and here we just adding 8 or just 32. Okay, we have the first screen. Now we creating another screen. And screen 2, we just go to the fragment, go to the code, deleting this, change to the constraint layout. And after this we, oh sorry, constraint layout. Okay, and now we go to this designer, and here also instead of this maybe we just copy from our screen first. Go to the code, we just copy those stuff, Ctrl C, and go to the screen, go to the code, copy paste, and of course we get some errors at the moment. I don't know why, but maybe we just solve this, adding APK. Okay, it's okay. And for the screen third, we adding constraint layout first, constraint, and here the pasting the code. Alt enter to add namespace. Here, as you see, add a namespace. And now for the screen 2, you see the same stuff. We just changing our image. Basically in the code you're able to find the image view and screen button 1, and for image view we have drawable screen 1. We just change it to screen 2. And you see the result, screen 2, as you see here. And for the screen 3 we changing screen 3 drawable. You see different. Okay, we need to fix our text. Okay, we go to designer, and here easy payment, and we need to add the new string value screen 2, and here shopping is live. No, shopping is make your soul happy. Okay. Yeah, I'm just creating some funny stuff, and as you see, our text, we need a padding because it's really maybe we need padding left 10 dp. Okay, padding left 20 dp, maybe more. Okay, now you see the better. Shopping make your soul happy. And the last screen, we need to create our also. For the final screen, we have easy payment. We need to create in the text new string value, screen 3, and value is enjoy your life. Okay, enjoy your life. Okay, we have the next button, and as you see here, the same names. Be able to change, for example, to third one. No, local only, because suggesting to change all stuff. And here we also need to change our screen. No, local only. Yeah, it's really hard tasks, and maybe go to the code, and for our IDs for the button, we just changing here 3. No warnings. Here we go to the code and change screen 2 button, and for the first screen we go to the button and change to the screen 1 button, because we need to add some on-click events. And after this, we finished. We have our fragments, we have our nice screens, and now we need to create our Viewpager fragment functionality. And for our functionality, we need to add fragment list here. Populate our Viewpager. Wall fragment list equals, for example, array list of, and here we will populate with fragments. And we have screen first, screen second fragment, we have the screen third one, and we have the fragment list populated, because we need to pass into our Viewpager adapter later. And we need to create also all adapter or Viewpage adapter, pager adapter equals, and we need to create the instance of Viewpager. Pager adapter, and we need to pass some parameters like list, fragment manager, lifecycle, fragment list, fragment manager, you're able to get from require activity. and support Fragment Manager, and here you need a life cycle also. We have already initialized Viewpager adapter, and for this task you need to reach to the view your Viewpage adapter, but we doesn't have at the moment. And we need to create our Viewpager in our Fragment Viewpager view. Here is you see Fragment Viewpager. Because we created a fragment, we have our layout, and for that layout we need switching the views, like slide left, slide right, etc. And instead of frame layout, I recommended constraint layout. We deleting here, and here if you looking for Viewpager, you will find Viewpager2, and if you need it, you download the links here and adding here. When you're adding the Viewpager in that, we creating constraints first, not horizontals, or just parent, match, and etc. Basically, it's the same when you're adding zeros or match parent, picking from here those two or those two. And now we have our Viewpager view, and here you're able to create your ID, Viewpager onboarding. Okay, we created Viewpager onboarding ID for our Viewpager component. And now we need to go back to our Viewpager fragment, and here we using the view we need to find view page onboarding view and adapt or just populate with items, populate with the array list to the Viewpager component. And the adapter is Viewpager adapter, or just instead this we're able to use simple adapter. It's easier to read later. Adapter. Here is our adapter, the custom adapter which we created here. The size of list elements and populating view with our Viewpager onboarding adapter. It's like we're just adding to this component our list of the fragments, like screen first, second, third one. And then basically here is functionality, how it looks like finished our first fragment. And now when we have that stuff, we need to check those, is it working or not. And how to check it, we need to, of course, first to go to the navigation. And when we go into navigation, we need to add different screens. Oh, and I forget, we doesn't have it on splash screen also. We need to create our splash screen for the logo, and we go to create a fragment blank splash screen fragment, because for our task we need to create a splash screen, and we just deleting here, deleting this, we add our layout and splash screen. We have splash screen, our splash screen, we just adding the code, constraint layout, sorry, I'm constrained layout, deleting this one, and we just adding our logo. For our logo, we just adding image view. I forget the first screen, 1 screen 3. Logo maybe, find. It was shopping logo. Why is not here? We go to drawable, we find logo shopping. Logo shopping PNG. Okay, we go back to our image view. Need map, logo shopping. There is not exist because of wrong, maybe wrong PNG letters in uppercase, and for that reason maybe it's not working. Factory name PNG. I'm not sure it's working. Okay, try to create now. Oh, as you see here, it appears, and we use as PNG. And we just using the horizontal and vertical. It's like in the center. Shopping is fun. And if you would like, you're able to add some different colors for our task, but I'm just leaving like this. And we have the splash screen. And when we have the splash screen, we need to add some delay for our task. And here, how to add it delay, you need to on view created method. For fragments, I recommend it all the time using on view created when the view is created. And we have the handler, it's iOS function. It's deprecated, but we're using this method. We need this. And after this, we're just adding, for example, 3 seconds to delay. And for this functionality, we need to add our functions, where to move it. Find navigation, navigate, and we need IDs, where to navigate after the 3 seconds. First, we need to go to our navigation graph, and here to add more screens. We need our fragment view pager. Those two is from the future. Later we're using view pager fragment. We need to add, oh sorry, it's nested graph. No, we don't need this. We just adding our view pager. We just adding our splash screen. And maybe that's it. Here we say start screen is a splash screen. And from this one we need also the home fragment, of course. Home fragment is here, and that details, it's not important for the moment. We have those 2 fragments, and we need the actions where to move it from the splash screen. When splash screen is finished, we need to move to the Viewpager2, and from the Viewpager screen, we're able to move to the, after the click the final button, we're able to move to the home fragment. As like this. And also from the splash screen, we're able, after the second time you visit the app, able to move directly to home fragment. Those 3 directions we need for our functionality using the navigation graph actions. That arrows, as you see when I hit it here, have some IDs. and action splash screen Viewpager to fragment, like directions or destinations to your other screens or just fragments. And our start is a splash screen, and after delay we just navigating to RED from the splash screen to the home fragment. As you see here, we got the action. Here is a from arrow which you created. Like when I click here, you see that arrow. Yeah, and this means action for that arrow. Like after 3 seconds, it should move to the. Oh Jesus! We need to refactor our image logo. Just like this. Run. Logo, because you're not able to create uppercase in names. And as you see, shopping is fun, and after this it moves to the home fragment. But our case is moved to the not the home fragment but to the Viewpager screen. And how to make this? We need to what we need to make before we doing this, we need to create shared experience, shared preferences later. Maybe we just changing our this action to the Viewpager fragment splash screen to Viewpager fragment, because we need first after 3 seconds move it to the Viewpager. And after we moving to the Viewpager, we showing our screens. 3 seconds, easy payments. Oh, we don't see our button. Maybe we need to change our top directions, and as you see, we able to slide it like easy payment, shopping, like this. Because we have already implemented Viewpager, and when you hit clicking here, you just finish your tasks. Now what we need to fix it? We need to fix it our views in the layout screen first. Move the design. Just hide this, and for the top margin top we need 0, and maybe it fix our problem. Design attributes. Oh, we need to fix this one 0, or just delete 0. We need screen 3, and we need also, I know, better, faster to find here, just delete 0. And now we need to run our app, and when we are running, we getting shopping fun, 3 seconds, easy payments, and we get next button, next, and later we're able to write here finish for the screen third. We just write different text like finish. I already have created one. Finish. How to implement this functionality for button? It's basically the basic tasks for Fragment. And go to the splash screen first, and on view created, and here you need for the first screen create a Viewpager, wall Viewpager, and for Viewpager you need to create activity, not null, find view by ID, Viewpager2, and here you should enter your Viewpager view, like r.id Viewpager onboarding. We have our Viewpager onboarding, and after this we're able to do like this: view, get screen first button, because we clicking the first button, and after this we just adding set on click listener, and here you basically adding your Viewpager or switching to another view, sorry, not adapter current item equals 1. If you would like to move to the next page, you need to say the position for the next screen. The next screen starts from the 0, and the 0 is the first screen, it's screen first, and the current item 1, it's like second screen. And that pager helps you on click to move to the next page. And we need to check our logic. Shopping is fun. Hit next, you see we go next. And for this it's not working now. We need just copy this, or just copy this and move to this one. Here we go to the last one and screen button 2. Just need a link and run app. We just looking here because we need to wait every time we next finish not working. And for the last screen, of course, we just adding functionality. And for the last screen, we need to make different stuff. Instead of Viewpager, we need to find nav control from the nav graph, navigate r.id, and now we moving from the from Viewpager to home fragment. Viewpager action. You need to pick action from Viewpager to home fragment. When we're clicking here, we see in our graph that one arrow, as you see, from Viewpager, doesn't matter which screen it's first, second, or third, we're moving to the home fragment now. When we reach the finish button, when we're running the app, we're getting shopping fun, next, and we're getting the error. Why? View mode, exit presentation mode, we get, oh, what the hell is going on? Oh, it's wrong button. Okay. Enter presentation mode, we back. Sorry, I'm misclick here. And instead of button first, we need to add a button third one. Because for that reason it says that it's not possible to move from the first to the like this. Next, finish and go to the list of our shopping fun. Okay, now we have working first those 3 screens, but after this first time onboarding screen, we need to ignore this waiting. Ignore those screens again. The first time when I look to those screens, I'm just forgetting. Later I would like to didn't see those stuff. And for that reason, we able to fix this problem and to create for the last screen. When the screen is last one, we creating the shared preference. And instead of that, of course, there is data store now represented by company, but is alpha state. And instead, before this, going to the final stable version, the data store, we using the share preference. Later we may be changing to the data store. Here is from Jetpack package, there is data store also. But we using the shared preference for our task. We need to create private function onboarding finish. And we have the onboarding finish. We creating all shared pref equals require activity get shared preferences, and we creating the name onboarding, and now we context mode context dot mode private, sorry. Okay, we created onboarding shared preference. We need to write value editor, and for editor we share pref edit function and shared pref edit editor puts boolean value finished, and here we adding finished true. Editor apply. Okay, now we're changing the value. We have the shared preference, which is saving to our local device like mobile phone, and for the first time when you writing this value, later you will get the true. By default it will be the false. And now we have onboarding stuff, and after this button click, the last finish button clicked, we write our state or just finished as a true value to this stuff. To mark is it already viewed all screens, all 3 screens, and user next time didn't want to see this onboarding screens and only see, for example, this logo. And now we need to fix some stuff. Here is everything is fine. We have onboarding and finish, and after this you will get the different value for your shared preference. And of course we need to change the logic for our splash screen. And for our splash screen we need to get that shared preference first. And how to do like this? We need to create also the function private wall onboarding, and we need to return boolean. Private fun, and we returning boolean because we need to get the shared preference first. And how to get the shared preference? We just copy from our last screen, like this one. We just adding here, and we just returning shared pref. I forget shared pref get boolean, maybe. Yes, get boolean. Key is finished and default value is false. First time you will get the false. And how to check it? We just writing the method onboarding. If it's true, else not true. If it's true, we ignore our screens, those 3 screens. Else we moving to this boarding screens. And here we need to add our find nav control navigate r.id and Viewpager id action, maybe action Viewpager to home fragment. Because if it's true, that means you already see your boarding screen and you don't want to see those 3 screens. Else you move to those 3 screens. And here why we need those shared preferences. We are running that app and we see the shopping is fun and already got crash. And after we get the crash, we need to fix it and to see what's wrong. Splash screen, action splash screen to view fragment. Maybe here is problem. We need to add action from splash screen to home fragment. Yeah, because here our splash screen fragment, our current fragment, which is moved to the home fragment. For that reason we get the error, wrong destination. And as you see here, we moving from here to the home fragment. Yeah, it's a problem now because we need to change, for example, finish 2 and Viewpager, I forget splash screen finish 2, and already we have screen 3 finish 2. We run again. We see the landing page because I'm changing our first shared preference. We change shared preference, and here's the first time when the user comes. The next, you're able to moving like this, sliding, and when you're hitting the finish, you're moving to the home fragment. And next time when you run it app, you will see shopping fun, and this after this logo 3 seconds you move to the home fragment. Our splash screen is finished, and if you have any questions you just ask, and I'm just committing this code to the Git later just to try to share this project on Git. Loading information. Shopping is fun. And later I'm just adding this project as a sample or example to use it if you would like to use it. And as you see here, what we made it here, we creating onboarding and onboarding screen. Here shop is fun. I need to copy this link. Later I will share this stuff. Now we go to the view mode, presentation mode first, and after this, you see we created onboarding, we creating the screens, first, second, and third one. First screen we just moving to the next screen button, and like this, the same. For screen 3 we created our shared preference to store the state of the user visit first time or not first time. and we just calling here to write to our shared preferences. We on click next move to the home fragment. We have the splash screen, which just checks the shared preference. If first time, we just move to the home fragment. If not first time, or if not first time, we're moving to the screens, those three screens. We created adapter, which just adapts your view to the list of fragments, and it's easy to implement. Get item count, create fragment, and we have some properties. And we have the view pager, which is components need to have a list of our custom view page adapter, and we just add this adapter to our component view pager onboarding, like to our created also view pager onboarding component from the designer. For that reason, we also add some images, and after this we added some functionality to navigation graph. Basically, for our navigation graph, we need to add it Viewpager fragment destination, so you're able to choose more. As you see, we don't use it, those screens, using the pager fragment, because here it's holding those screens. Home fragment, our app, and splash screen after first time go to Viewpager, and next time go directly to home fragment. And as you see from the Viewpager finish button, you're able to move to the home fragment also. And here those actions helps to working with the destinations. Okay, thank you for your attention, and if you have some questions, just ask, and I try to answer those questions. Goodbye.